Thursday, the 4th of March 2021. Today's LF is to box up your ideas for a book review. Today's LF is to box up your ideas for the book review, but our starter first is to think of a subheading for the paragraph. So a subheading is really important because it tells us what we're going to read about underneath it. Let's read the paragraph and see if you can think of a subheading that might go with this. The butterfly is the most colourful insect, and we can see them in daytime in gardens and forests. It has 3 parts in its body: the head, the thorax and the abdomen. It has 2 wings. They are different colours like red, yellow, blue, green, white and many more different colours. Pause this video now and have a think. What could the subheading be for this paragraph? What did you come up with? I come up with the butterfly, or it could be information about the butterfly. You could have many different things, but because this paragraph is about a butterfly, you might want to say the butterfly or information about the butterfly. Well done. So this is going to be our story for the week. Room on the Broom by Julia Donaldson. She is the same author who wrote the Gruffalo, which you did last week with Mrs. Redmar. The witch had a cat, and a very tall hat, and long ginger hair which she wore in a plait. How the cat purred, and how the witch grinned, as they sat on their broomstick and flew through the wind. But how the witch wailed, and how the cat spat, when the wind blew so wildly it blew off her hat. "Down!" cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the hat, but no hat could be found. Then, out of the bushes, on thundering paws, there bounded a dog, with a hat in his jaws. He dropped it politely, then eagerly said, as the witch pulled the hat firmly down on her head, "I'm a dog, as keen as can be. Is there room on the broom for a dog like me?" "Yes," cried the witch, and the dog clambered on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh! They were gone. Over the fields and the forests they flew. The dog wagged his tail, and the stormy wind blew. The witch laughed aloud and held on to her hat, but away blew the bow from her long ginger plait. "Down!" cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the bow, but no bow could be found. Then, out from a tree, with an ear-splitting screech, there flapped a green bird with a bow in her beak. She dropped it politely and bent her head low, then said, as the witch tied her plait in a bow, "I am a bird, as green as can be. Is there room on the broom for a bird like me?" "Yes," cried the witch, and the bird fluttered on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh! They were gone. Over the reeds and the rivers they flew. The birds screeched with glee, and the stormy wind blew. They shot through the sky to the back of beyond. The witch clutched her bow, but let go of her wand. "Down!" cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the wand, but no wand could be found. Then all of a sudden, from out of a pond, leapt a dripping wet frog, with a dripping wet wand. He dropped it politely, then said with a croak, as the witch dried the wand on a fold of her cloak, "I am a frog, as green as can be. Is there room on the broom for a frog like me?" "Yes," cried the witch. So the frog bounded on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh! They were gone. Over the moors and the mountains they flew. The frog jumped with joy, and the broom snapped in two. Down fell the cat and the dog and the frog. Down they went tumbling into a bog. The witch's half of the broomstick flew into a cloud, and the witch heard a roar which was scary and loud. I am a dragon, as mean as can be, and I'm planning to have witch and chips for my tea." "No!" cried the witch, flying higher and higher. The dragon flew after her, breathing out fire. "Help!" cried the witch, flying down to the ground. She looked all around, but no help could be found. The dragon flew nearer and, licking his lips, said, "Maybe this once I'll have witch without chips." But just as he planned to begin his feast, from out of the ditch rose a horrible beast. It was tall, dark and sticky, and feathered and furred. It had 4 frightful heads. It had wings like a bird. And its terrible voice, when it started to speak, was a yowl and a growl and a croak and a shriek. It dripped and it squelched as it stood from the ditch, and it said to the dragon, "Buzz off, that's my witch." The dragon drew back and he started to shake. "I'm sorry," he spluttered. "I've made a mistake. It's nice to have met you, but now I must fly." And he spread out his wings and was off through the sky. Then down flew the bird, and down jumped the frog, down climbed the cat, and "Phew!" said the dog. And "Thank you, oh thank you!" the grateful witch cried. "Without you, I'd be in that dragon's insides." Then she filled her cauldron and said with a grin, "Find something! Everyone, throw something in." So the frog found a lily, and the cat found a cone, the bird found a twig, and the dog found a bone. They threw them all in, and the witch stirred them well, and while she was stirring, she muttered a spell. "Iggity ziggity zabbity zoom!" Then out rose a truly magnificent broom, with seats for the witch and the cat and the dog, a nest for the bird and a shower for the frog. "Yes!" cried the witch, and they all clambered on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. Today's LF is to box up your ideas for the book review of Room on the Broom. So we've got the toolkit for the Gruffalo here to help us. So the toolkit includes likes and dislikes. We have to compare 2 different books, which will be the Gruffalo and Room on the Broom. We need headings and subheadings. We also need to describe the setting and the characters. We need brief notes of the beginning, middle and end of the stories. We also need to rate the stories, so how much did you like the story out of 5? Your personal opinion, so that would come into your likes and dislikes. And we also need to use conjunctions to extend them sentences to have more information. And we're going to use the first person because it's a book review of what you enjoyed about it and what you didn't enjoy about it. So it's your opinion. It can't be wrong. So here we have the boxing up grid. So first in the boxing up grid we need to write the title and the author. So to help me later when I write my book review, I've put Room on the Broom by Julia Donaldson. It's the title and the author. Next we need to introduce the book and put a brief description. So I'm not going to put my brief description today because this is only my boxing up, this is my plan. So the witch and the cat fly on the broomstick. That will help me remember when I write my book review what I need to write about. So next we have our likes. Do we like the story? Do we like the characters, the setting and the ending? We also need to remember to use conjunctions. So to help me when I write my book review, I've got some sentence starters here. I like the story because I've remembered to put my conjunction in there. Then when I write my book review, I will write why I like the story. I've also put I like it when. So I might say I like it when the witch cries, and I like it when the bird and the dog and the frog find the witch's items. I put there are lots of characters in the story, and it is set in lots of different settings. That's something that I like about the story. And I've also reminded myself here to use the conjunctions because, and, or, but, if, so, and when. Then we need to write dislikes. So I'm going to write some things here that will help me write my book review when I write it. I don't like it. I don't like the hungry dragon, but I do like his smoky nostrils. I would like it more if the story didn't end where it did and if it continued on. Because, so this is my conjunction and I'm extending it, so I'm going to say I don't like it because I want to read on more. And then I've also put my conjunctions there to help me remember that I need to use them. Then we've got the conclusion. So who is the book suited for? Has it got an age group? Would you recommend it to family and children? Compare to another text, which would be the Gruffalo. So I'm going to put some sentence starters here to help me when I write my book review. This book is suited for children between the ages of, and then I might write 2 different ages, and then I would recommend this to my, and then again I'm going to do this when I do my book review, and then I'm going to compare the story between the Gruffalo and the Room on the Broom, and I might put I like the Gruffalo or the Room on the Broom story more because, and then my reasons why. So your task today is to box up all of your thoughts like I have just done there. It doesn't need to be full sentences. You can put adjectives in there, conjunctions to help you know what you want to write when you do your book review. You can also put ideas in there so that it's easier when you write your book review to write it. It's on the assignment page for today. I look forward to seeing what you've done.